Welcome in. This is going to be a love reading for September, all signs. We're going to do things a little bit differently, just a little bit. And I got a couple new decks to introduce to you on YouTube, but we did do this over on Instagram on a live recently. This one is by Sarah Lee Stassi. I somehow stumbled upon her on Instagram and realized that we were following each other on my tarot account. And I saw her Etsy and I fell in love with her oracle deck. And for those that are new, but a lot of people on Instagram will know that I am a writer. I do a lot of poetry. And I like a lot of wordplay and riddles, and I even like scrapbooks, so seeing like her put together this was really interesting. And I do get a lot of intuitive messages from this deck. I have a couple similar decks on Etsy that are kind of like this, but she has a different vibe. Anyway, the other deck I want to show you is by Northern Lights. Northern Lights, it's a strength deck. But anyway, her name is Johanna. We went live together on Instagram, I think in 2023, and she's been creating this deck. I've been watching her process as well. And I love it so far. She's put a lot of thought into this. We're not going to go through the whole deck, but wanted you guys to get a little gist. And so a lot of my readings, you know, I have a lot of about your ex shorts, and I've been playing around with the love readings, and I wanted to pull more of my other decks and more guidance and coaching in my readings. It's just kind of seeing where my YouTube people are at, because it seems to be so different on every platform, to be honest, you guys. Also, let me know how the sound is, because I have the AC going, and so I'm not sure if I'm like too loud, if I'm whispering. Most of the time I do have a softer tone, unless I'm really hyped. So I am a little close to the mic, but let me know. Hi, Andre? Is that your name? Andre Sanchez? Can you please show me? I don't know what you mean by that. The other decks that we have are the ones that you've seen on the other videos, which is by, let me see. Where is that box? Do I have the box somewhere? Why am I not seeing it? Oh, that's what it's called. Duh. It's on the, it's on the front. On the other ones, it's not. These ones, all things intuitive. I'm glad that they put that there. I think I also found them on Instagram, but we will also be using these 3 decks for the love readings today. You've probably seen it on other tarot channels, but they have these on Amazon, Etsy, Instagram. And like, I feel like they're not always so literal, and so I kind of want to teach people how oracle decks work and how you actually can channel, but also not to take tarot readings so literal sometimes, especially when there's such a big audience on YouTube. Like, that's why you have to get personal readings, you guys. And I'm preaching to the choir here, because as a tarot reader that's like building a business, I do have like a bunch of subscriptions to all my competitors' pretty much, and my networks, because, you know, I don't look at it as a competition. I look at it as building community. However, I feel like some people look at me as competition and treat me that way. So that's been interesting, to be honest. Okay, so what are we in? Oh, Virgo. Virgo, happy birthday. I have a Virgo moon, so I attract a lot of those. Timestamps, Virgo. Are we gonna start now? Yeah, 5:44. Let's do this one first. Look at the front. I love owls. Show me Virgo. Hi, Andre Sanchez. I don't know what you're talking about, but we're gonna have to put you in timeout because that's not acceptable. Get off my channel. Show me Virgo. Virgo in love. We learned that a few survived naturally. Okay. I'll walk you guys through, obviously. These are very introspective and poetic kind of cards. The air conditions are nearly visible. I knew that was going to come out. Exploring in these dreamy times. I posted this on Instagram recently, you guys, and I said if Neptune retrograde had a single card, it would be this one. Moths also pop up a lot for me as a synchronicity and a sign, and maybe that's coming up for you, Virgo. You kind of might feel like you're in between the matrix a little bit. I'm not sure how that impacts your love connections. Show me more for Virgo. Virgo in love. Yeah, I forgive you. Leaving you hurt me too. Virgo, I think you have a love connection here where an illusion is unveiling in some kind of way. I don't know why I was stuck in between words, but that's pretty common for the Neptune retrograde theme. I think you're seeing where you've picked love connections that were more based off of maybe a trauma bond or how you were able to survive. And maybe you're seeing that through someone else. I think you do have love for someone and they have love for you. And I think you're learning how to heal from that. Who is this person for Virgo? Who is this person for Virgo? Says finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. And retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. So I'm getting a couple things, like you could have had like an open relationship with this person. You could have like accepted that this person was more free than you, maybe not as like committed and loyal. Maybe this person was kind of a flirt. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm seeing that it did impact the connection in some way. I'm also getting, Virgo, that the roles could have been reversed at some point. Maybe with a different person or the same person, I'm not sure. Tell me more for Virgo. Show me more for Virgo. I wonder if you are happy without me. I will wait for a sign from you. I remember every detail of that day. Yeah, if you're reminiscent of someone, I think they are feeling the same. Can I get a card for Virgo? Ah, you have fairness. Let's look through, since I'm bonding with this deck still. So I actually haven't seen every single card, to be honest, you guys. Okay, bear with me. Fairness is about treating people justly, not letting your personal feelings bias your decisions about others. You want to give everyone a fair chance and believe there should be equal opportunity for all, though you also realize that what is fair for one person might not be fair for another. Fairness is cognitive judgment capacity that involves reasoning and making judgments. It involves two types of reasoning: justice reasoning, which emphasizes logic and weighing principles to determine moral rights and responsibilities; care reasoning, which includes empathy and compassion, the ability to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Herb, calendula. I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly. I'm horrible with herb names, you guys. I butcher them every time. Wear next to skin to wear favor of judges. Sun. I love that. Okay, since we're like technically kind of still in Leo season, aren't we? Aren't we? Are we in Virgo fully? I can't remember the dates, you guys. No, we're fully in Virgo, I'm pretty sure. Should we just keep continuing with Earth signs then? Let's do Capricorn. At 13:47? My phone is running out of juice real quick, you guys. I might have to do 2 separate videos. Show me Capricorn. What's going on for Capricorn and love messages? If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie. I'm a tarot reader, obviously, and an intuitive coach for the past 5 years. I do have About Me videos if you're curious about my process, because I wasn't always a tarot reader. I wasn't always into this, and I have a lot of side quest stories that people are curious about, especially because I started on Instagram and Facebook groups when I started reading, and my Instagram was more of just like a personal thing, and I transitioned a lot throughout time. So I am technically new to YouTube, but I've been doing shorts since 2023, and then I started doing lives this year, and we will continue to do so. Also, this card is probably going to come out a lot, you guys. The Neptune retrograde card is what I call it. Exploring in these dreamy times. Flowering plants never rest. Most would yield a single look. What's at the bottom of the deck? Perhaps we find their matching location. Capricorn. You also could feel kind of in between, maybe seeing patterns from your past in some kind of way, popping up in your reality now. You could be dreaming a lot or feeling just very tired and needing sleep. I don't know why this is part of your love reading, but anyway, in regards to love, you could be considering moving locations, or this person might feel this way about you, whoever's in your sphere or your energy. It's interesting because these animals are not looking at each other at all. So I kind of feel like you guys are on some kind of solo journey. I'm not sure if it's really out of what you want. I think there's like external factors going on. However, the Neptune retrograde, and if you've been doing the work with Saturn, it could be very promising if you guys look at each other. I don't know. I think you guys have like two separate dreams or something like that, Capricorn. We can't get too into it. Let's go into the other decks. Show me Capricorn. I don't really know you. Yeah, maybe there's something that needs to be spoken and they feel like they don't have the proper information. I know you're watching me. I don't need your approval. Interesting. It's almost like you guys are attached to each other on the spiritual realm. And that's why I'm getting that I know you're watching me. So I don't know. Maybe you guys are seeing signs about each other or dreaming about each other in some way. What else is going on for Capricorn? Do I want to use all three decks every single time, you guys? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I used the other one last time. I wish I could take back my words. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I want to be more than friends. Show me more for Capricorn. Interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. Retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Can I get a card for Capricorn? I'll take this one. Prudence. Somewhere. Oh. Prudence is the ability to be careful about your choices, pausing to think before you act. It's a strength of restraint. When you are prudent, you avoid unnecessary risks and don't say or do anything you might later regret. People high in prudence consider the long-term consequences of their actions. It's a kind of practical reasoning, the ability to objectively weigh potential outcomes and control yourself based on that reflection. Prudence involves both far-sighted planning and short-term, goal-focused decision-making. It's often called cautious wisdom, practical wisdom, or practical reason. Herb birch twigs are used to lightly strike the work for cleansing. Lady of the Woods, Venus. Interesting, Capricorn. Okay. Taurus. 2030. Show me Taurus. Love messages for Taurus. The clue to the winter is noteworthy action. That's come up for me recently. Perhaps we find their matching location. No, we got repeating cards today, you guys. Show me Taurus. Quietly visiting the magnificent. Cross beyond the other border. Taurus. Similar message to Capricorn and Virgo, but different. I feel like you feel connected to someone on the astral and them via you. And there's a lot of waiting, a lot of patience, a lot of restlessness, a lot of watching each other but not talking. There may be some kind of boundary or something, or at least one of you perceives something as a block. Show me Taurus. Love messages. I've been struggling. And maybe that's what you're picking up on, Taurus. Show me Taurus. Yes, it is too late. Nothing's ever too late, is it? Maybe. I forgive you. Show me messages for Taurus. I wish I could take back my words. I know that I crossed the line with you. You and I were too young. Maybe this person thinks that you guys are going to run into each other later in life or something like that. Or maybe this is a mutual thought. Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. No joke. That's kind of what it feels like, whether you believe in that concept or not. I just think it's like a really good reference to that feeling, to be honest. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. A lot of people are. Can I get a card for Taurus? Just one. Teamwork, transcendence, courage, and curiosity. Just so you know. But we're going to take this one. I have a feeling that might come out again, so I'm not sure if I'm going to read it every time. Should I? Should I, you guys? Really depends on how much juice my phone is going to let me. We might have to break this up in increments. This is what happens when you use multiple decks. It gets really long. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. There is teamwork. It's got to be right here because it's yellow. See the book, you guys? Aha, it was stuck. Teamwork means committing to the success of a group. It includes being a good citizen and having a sense of responsibility for communities or even humanity as a whole. A person strong in teamwork is reliable, loyal, and collaborative. This strength is closely related to 3 other concepts, all focusing on contributing to the common good: citizenship, responsibility towards one's community; loyalty, unwavering trust for a group; patriotism, loyalty towards one's homeland, nation without hostility towards other nations. Herb, catnip. Holding it warms the hand and symbolizes lasting friendship. Also Venus. A lot of Venus energy, you guys. This also came up on the Instagram read and also in my personal readings, which I kind of feel like is probably because of the Pluto and Aquarius transit, to be honest. All right, let's do air signs. Aquarius, 2650. If you're in the room, please like, share, and subscribe if you can. It helps boost the algorithm. You can also check out my other links. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. I'm trying to kind of like not be on Instagram as much or kind of change up my systems. We'll see as we go, but I know the guidance for me was to kind of lean on my other platforms, so, but I am there. Most would yield a single look. Didn't that come up on the Capricorn read? You might be dealing with a Capricorn Aquarius or some kind of Capricorn placements. The chances are represented by a reliable record. We learned that a few survived naturally. So a similar message to Virgo's reading, but you're also getting some of Capricorn's essence. You might be realizing some things about your love life where you might have chosen things out of survival, maybe a trauma bond, something like that. It's interesting because in this read, compared to the Capricorn reading we just did, these animals are looking at each other, which I find kind of interesting. Useless changes have occurred before. I swear. Okay, if I were to pick a card that represents the Uranus and Gemini transit that we're in, you guys, which is a long transit, it would be this card. It would be this card. More messages for Aquarius. Show me Aquarius. I know I made a mistake. You didn't imagine it. You're so easy to see through. Which would make sense with what's going on with Neptune. Show me more. Messages for Aquarius. Regret. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. That's nice. Vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. More messages for Aquarius. You came closer than anyone. I couldn't let you get close to me. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Typical Aquarius read, right? Can I get a card for Aquarius? Ooh, Transcendence. I love this card. Look at that. She did such a good job. Look at the detail. I like that she color-coded the guidebook. That is very helpful. Thank you, Johanna. Okay. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys, at the top of the guidebook, it has like virtues, which I find really interesting. I like the layout of what she chose for her deck. She put a lot of thought into it, you guys. 1 second. This is like floating. Adjust, adjust. There we go. Transcendence. Describes strength that can help find meaning and connect to something greater than yourself. These strengths include appreciation of beauty and excellence, gratitude, hope, humor, and spirituality. Transcendence is most likely linked to belief and commitment to the non-material. It offers paths to excellence, goodness, a dreamed-of future, and ways to face challenges and contradictions through joy rather than anger or fear. It involves a shift from self-focused emotions like pride and shame to other focused feelings such as appreciation and gratitude. Color, indigo. Chakra, third eye, connected to insight, blocked by illusion, associated with light and the phrase I see. Animal guide, dragon, ruler of earth, sky, and sea. Tarot card, the world, completion, integration, accomplishment, and full circle, Saturn. What a great card. I love that for you, Aquarius. Whatever's happening here. All right, show me Gemini for 3330. If you're just walking into the room, hi, my name is Allie. I'm a tarot reader and intuitive coach. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm new here. I got goals to monetize. I have enough subscribers, I think, but I think I need more public watch hours. And I haven't really figured out quite my flow. But I also kind of think it has to do with the astrology transits, and there's a reason why Spirit has put me on pause. But if you're new here, welcome to the tribe. Show me Gemini. What's going on for Gemini and love? Oh, whoa, that flew out. It landed on a book, so let me look at that real quick. Cross beyond the other border. Where did it land on? Oh. Gemini, it landed on a book. I guess I'll show it to you. Pluto, The Evolutionary Journey of the Soul by Jeffrey Wolf Green. This book, it is very slow to digest. I have not even read the whole thing. You can see I have a bunch of tabs because I've only used it for my own birth chart as well as my tarot clients, coaching clients, and my loved ones. You need to check out this book if you're a believer in evolutionary astrology, which is what I do. This is what my networks kind of lean towards, at least my mentor, Em and Heather specifically. But this book is pretty life-changing in terms of astrology and how to actually grow and evolve and not use astrology as excuses. Anyway, Gemini, I don't know. It's interesting this is coming up on a Gemini read because Gemini, you are kind of the data sharer, and I'm a Gemini rising. But this book was definitely life-changing. Like, I kind of went through like an existential crisis, to be honest, when I read my part, and some other people that were connected to me, I read theirs and saw how our stories were linked together. So if you're curious about like your purpose, fate, destiny, those kind of things, this will tell you exactly where you're at in life and where you should be going towards if you want to grow and evolve. Otherwise, you're going to see a cycle repeat. Great author, great book. Yeah. Anyway, Gemini. That doesn't happen very often on the reads, you guys. But we'll just go with it. We are sometimes lacking modern things. Strangers pop up between stones. You might have a run-in with someone, Gemini, if not already. Most pairs find their ways to shelter. And it could be due to like some kind of resource or a need. I don't know why that's important. Show me, Gemini. I hope you're happy. Sometimes I hear your voice. I don't trust you. I don't know, some kind of separate message here, Gemini, that there might be a snake in the grass around you. Or this person is connected to someone like that. I don't know. I will wait for a sign from you. I don't react when people mention you. Make this a two-part thing, I'm not sure. Leap of faith, it's safe to make the moves you're considering. Warning, don't dismiss the red flags here. New love, a new love or recommitment to love is developing. Support, lean on your inner circle during this time. Forgiveness, forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. Messages for Gemini. Temperance. The other one that came out was intuition, just FYI. But we'll take this one. And again, Johanna, grateful that you color-coded because it makes it so easy to find. Temperance describes the strength that helps you manage habits and protect against excess. The strengths in temperance are forgiveness, humility, prudence, and self-regulation. Temperance includes countering the natural tendency to value oneself more than others and attending to what is truly of value in all persons. Moving from self-centered to eco-considerate goals, reflecting a shift from obsessive to harmonious passion. Color red, chakra root, deals with survival, blocked by fear, earth, I am. Tarot card, temperance, animal guide, the workhorse. Interesting, Gemini. Okay, Libra. $40, $55. Show me love messages for Libra. Burrowing is undoubtedly quite secure. Shadows tangled here and there. Cross beyond the other border. For whatever reason, Libra, they're highlighting something between your north node and your south node. So if you know your birth chart, if you haven't, go check it out. Correlation happens between ears. Interesting. Okay. Show me messages for Libra. Love messages for Libra. I've been struggling. I do wish you well. You might be separating yourself from someone, Libra, or vice versa. I don't know. It feels very solo. But then I kind of feel you trying to travel to meet others. I also feel a lot of shadow work going on, or the guidance too. I'm waiting for an apology. And maybe that's why these are all solo. I don't know why, but they're highlighting the bee for me, because the snake is more so a predator, right? And the frog, not so much, not compared to the snake. But a bee, not really a predator, but it can hurt you for protection reasons. And maybe something about that is being highlighted in your reading, that maybe someone didn't intentionally try to hurt you. And yet you feel, or someone feels, that they're owed an apology, but maybe something wasn't as malicious as they thought. They just happened to get stung due to what was happening around you, or vice versa, if that's making sense, Libra. It's kind of deep. Kind of deep. Show me more for Libra. Messages for Libra. I lost myself for a little while. The timing just wasn't right for us. So many things remind me of you. Messages for Libra. Vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. Spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. I feel like that can be technically everyone, right? Technically, at the end of the day. Curiosity. Hold on a second. Adjust. Curiosity means exploring and discovering and being interested in what's happening just for the joy of it. It's often described as seeking new experiences and being open to trying things. Curiosity comes from a natural desire to learn and build knowledge. It feels good to search for answers, try something new, or learn a fact. For example, going to a new restaurant, visiting a new city, meeting someone new in your class, or searching for online for a question, all these things can satisfy for your desire for new experiences and knowledge. Curious people have two main traits. They love exploring new ideas, activities, and experiences, and they have a strong wish to grow their own personal knowledge. Herb, Iris, place fresh flowers to inspire wisdom and curiosity. Venus. There's a lot of Venus cards, you guys. Let me show you. Is that the end of it? Okay. Interesting. What should we do next? We got earth signs, air signs. Should we keep going, you guys? Or should I make this 2 separate videos? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Who's in the room? Who's here, you guys? Keep going or break it up? I think I'll do fire signs. We're kind of going at a good rate. I might be able to finish. Show me Aries. Aries 47, 44. Coloration happens between years. Am I saying that right? It's a pretty card. Time would be given to just one. One more for Aries. The chances are represented by a reliable record. Loyalty being highlighted. Thinking about safety in your connections, Aries. Is that what I'm getting? Someone is kind of seeing you in the same light, maybe. And that's why the animals are kind of looking at each other. But I find it interesting that the shell is behind the owl. So maybe this is something that someone has been thinking about for a while. I pretend that I don't care. In that moment, I didn't care. Okay. You're so easy to see through. I never want to feel that way again. We are not right for each other. Interesting. A lot of contradictory energy, Aries. Even this person could be the same in a sense. You see how they're both birds, obviously. They both can fly. But they're also completely different, really. You know, one's obviously a night owl, no pun intended. The other one is, what is that really? You guys, what is this? Is this like a pelican? Is it a seagull? What is this? Someone in the chat tell me what kind of bird this is. But you get what I'm saying, right? And maybe that's what this I don't care in that moment, I didn't care kind of energy is. Maybe you guys are really misinterpreting each other, but at the same time, I think you guys can like feel each other's insecurities in some way, Aries. Very interesting energy. Show me more for Aries. Messages for Aries. Finding out the truth crushed me. I wonder if you are happy without me. I wish things could be different. I don't react when people mention you. Forgiveness, forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. Support, lean on your inner circle during this time. Can I get a card for Aries? Gratitude. Gratitude means feeling and expressing deep thankfulness. It's not just about saying thank you, it's the uplifting emotional experience of recognizing life's gifts and genuinely expressing that to others. There are two kinds of gratitude. Benefit-triggered gratitude, felt after receiving a specific gift or favor. Generalized gratitude, a broader sense of appreciation for life's value and meaning. Gratitude happens in two steps: noticing the good in your life, recognizing that the source of this good comes from outside of yourself. Herb, maidenhair, bathe in water to awaken grace and gratitude, Venus. I'll have to ask Johanna if there's, I guess it would make sense for a lot of this to be Venus energy because like Oracle can be such self-care, if that makes sense. Maybe that's why. All right, Aries, that's what I got for you. Let's do Sagittarius, 5322. If you're in the room, please hit the like button because it helps the algorithm. Also helps me catch your energy so I can kind of pull in more messages for your sign. Show me Sagittarius. Many stumble out of the same container. Most pairs find their way to shelter. A useless struggle might just wear away. And then I heard Saturn. So I don't know, maybe you're getting a gift from Saturn? Something that you were struggling with in your growth process. I'm assuming this is maybe something with love, since this is a love reading. Maybe that's falling away. I'm also getting something about relocation, but that seems to be coming up for a lot of people now. Probably for a while, you guys. I know more than you think. We are more alike than I admit. You are not part of my plan. I don't need your approval. So a little bit of resistance to the connection, Sagittarius, and I think it is because you guys are alike more than you'd like to admit, right? But I think the misconception is the why behind the behavior. It might be a little bit different, whether it's because of opposite gender behaviors, that kind of thing, certain kind of beliefs, background, whatever. But there is like, I don't know, some kind of disillusionment of what the other person is feeling or going through, and I would try to stay away from that. Try to separate yourself from what the other person is feeling and pay more attention to what you're feeling. I don't know. Very specific message for the Sagittarius fam. Show me Sagittarius. I lost myself for a little while. I hide who I really am from you. I hide behind material things. I wish I could take back my words. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. Yeah, that's kind of the energy I was getting. That's a lot. That's a lot. We'll do some of it. Intuition. You already know the answer you seek. Abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. Love. What else did you get? Humanity. That's one of my favorite cards so far, you guys. It's very similar to the tarot card that I made for the lovers. If you guys are interested in tarot art, I have been creating a little poetry deck for the major arcana, and I put golden doodles in the lovers deck. And so I thought it was amazing that she put golden retrievers in hers. At least I think that's what they are, right? Love. Love refers to how much you value close relationships and how you contribute to that closeness in a warm and genuine way. As a character strength, love is about how you approach your deepest and closest bonds. It's not just about giving love, but also being open to receive it. There are 4 types of love, each with a biological and evolutionary basis. Attachment love, between parent and child. Altruistic love, expressed through kindness and care. Compassionate love, the love found in close friendships. Romantic love with a partner, spouse, or lover. Herb, jasmine, dry and add to mixture to attract spiritual love. Not a bad reading, Sag. Where are we at, Leo? At 59. Let's say 50. Show me messages for Leo. Some are procuring self-sufficient shades. I don't know what that means, but here we go. Quietly visiting the magnificent. Exploring in these dreamy times. I told you guys, you saw it on the live. I said this card was going to come up a lot. Goodness. A useless struggle might just wear away. And as always, check out your sun, moon, rising placements because they might be interconnected messages, you guys. I'm getting some kind of sense, Leo, that there might be some obstacles between you and your person. I'm also getting maybe there's a lies coming up to the surface. I don't know if it's specifically your person or if it's just going on around you, but there's definitely a snake in the grass, so be aware of that. What did you want from me? I've been struggling. I couldn't tell you face to face. Yeah, I feel like someone's hiding something from you, Leo. What that is, I'm not sure, but you're welcome to book a personal reading. Let's see. Messages for Leo. What's going... Whoa. Leo, there might be a lot of chaos around you just because of the energy I'm getting from the cards. Breathe, Leo. Lean on grounding techniques, Leo. I hope that you can forgive me one day. There might be separation going on within the dynamic, I guess, maybe. And yeah, I feel like this person is very attached to your energy or vice versa. This is a very specific message, so don't take it if it doesn't resonate, you guys. I wish things could be different. I bury myself in work to forget you. I hide who I really am from you. Show me more for Leo. Regret. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. It doesn't feel like a great situation. Put away the computer. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Can I get a card for Leo? You have It's a beautiful card. Where is it? It's gotta be, because I've read it before. No. Thank you for your patience. Or is it? It's purple, so it's got to be somewhere around here, no? Ish. Right? Well, I guess you guys are going to get a good look at the guidebook. Why can't I find this? Love of learning, perspective. What in the world? Is that at the very end? Watch it be that, because... No, it's not that. It must be stuck. Intuition. I can't find this for the life of me, you guys. Awe? I'm gonna be in awe when I find it. I'm so funny. Where is this? It's a good card too. I got it for my own personal reading. It's this one, isn't it? Okay, gosh, I think I passed by it. Okay, so that's what it... Okay, it's not even titled that. Appreciation, beauty, and excellence. That makes sense. Appreciation of beauty and excellence, AWE, is the ability to notice and admire beauty and excellence and skilled performance in all areas of life, from nature and art to science, mathematics, and everyday moments. People high in awe are sensitive to 3 types of goodness: physical beauty, which can be seen, heard, touched, or even felt in abstract ways; skill or talent, excellence, which inspires and energizes you to pursue your own goals; moral goodness, virtue, which lifts the spirit and inspires you to be more loving and kind; herb, flax, dance among the flax to ensure beauty, Mercury. Interesting. Okay, where are we at? We're done with fire signs. So we got water signs. Let's do Scorpio. At 67:31. The timestamps might get a little messed up, you guys. I feel like once I get past an hour, sometimes things get a little funky. So we shall see. If you're new here and you're in the room, hi, my name is Allie. I'm a tarot reader and intuitive coach. And please like the video because it helps boost the algorithm and gets it to the people that it needs to get to. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, Patreon. What else? I'm pretty much on all the things. I'm probably going to lean towards more so YouTube and maybe TikTok. But they're all there. Show me Scorpio. The final result is always wild. Time goes blooming around the edges. Oh, slippery Scorpio. There might be a slippery situation going on. They grow in unexpected delight. You could also be considering moving locations, Scorpio, or thinking about community, based on what I'm seeing in the art illustrations. I forgive you. I hope I will see you again sometime. I do wish you well. There might be someone from a distance that's thinking about you, or this reading, or whoever. That's what it's about, is whoever is from a distance from you. Despite the distance, though, someone's moving closer to someone, and maybe you're not expecting that, or this person isn't. You might be traveling to see someone. I do get like a little bit of third-party energy, so if there's someone still in your energy, you might need to clear that out. If you're wondering how someone outside of this connection is feeling about this, I think that's why this card is here. I forgive you. I don't know what that's about. Show me more messages for Scorpio. Marriage, this relationship is moving toward a sacred union. Denial, detach with love to clearly see the truth. Fate, this is a destined partnership. Show me more for Scorpio. Whoa, I know I messed up everything. I couldn't let you get close to me. You speak to me through music. I'm starting to understand our connection. Show me messages for Scorpio. Leadership. Nice. Leadership refers to the tendency to organize and encourage a group to get things done. While maintaining good relations within the group, it involves setting goals and accomplishing them, enlisting effective help, building coalitions. Am I saying that right? I don't think so. And smoothing ruffled feathers, effective leaders can provide a positive vision or a message that inspires dedicated followers. There are two types of leaders. Transactional leaders clarifies responsibilities, expectations, and the tasks to be accomplished. Transformational leaders motivates their followers to perform at an extremely high level, fostering a climate of trust and commitment to the organization and its goals. Herb is vanilla. Carry a bean to restore energy and improve the mind. Interesting. All right, Pisces. 7348. Show me Pisces. Love messages for Pisces. Some related forms are protected. Show me Pisces. Water strains the walls of any vessel. They may stand their ground for indefinite periods. Okay. I think this is the first time I've seen that card. Burrowing is undoubtedly quite secure. So if you're isolated right now, Pisces, well, I'm getting kind of two different storylines. You could either be isolated or you could be craving isolation. Maybe you're a little too overstimulated or something. This could be due to family life or something like that. Child, something. Kind of getting a blended family situation also. A lot of family stuff. There's something that you're supposed to stand your ground on, Pisces. I'm not sure if it's within the connection, like between you and specifically a person, or if you and a person are wanting to stand up for something that feels very specific. Show me Pisces. Love messages for Pisces. I was careless with you. Your body language says so much. And thank you for leaving me. Show me more for Pisces. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Intuition. You already know the answers you seek. Finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. I replay our conversations over and over. I love you unconditionally. I will wait for a sign from you. Can I get a card for Pisces? You got fairness. All right, fairness. Right next to the last card. Fairness is about treating people justly, not letting your personal feelings bias your decisions about others. You want to give everyone a fair chance and believe there should be equal opportunity for all, though you also realize that what is fair for one person might not be fair for another. Fairness is a cognitive judgment capacity that involves reasoning and making judgments. It involves two types of reasoning. Justice reasoning, which emphasizes logic and weighing principles to determine moral rights and responsibilities. Care reasoning, which includes empathy and compassion, the ability to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Herb calendaline? I'm not saying that right, I'm pretty sure. Wear next to skin to win favor of judge's son. Did we get this before, or was this very similar to the leadership card? Let's look. Well, not quite, but it's reminding me of something that we just read, though. Anyway, that's what I got for you, Pisces. Let's move on to Cancer at 79:15. Hey, and my phone isn't completely dead yet. We made good time, you guys. We didn't have to break it up into bits. Show me Cancer. We got cities change appearance frequently. Oh, okay. Strangers pop up between stones. Conditions perished against their belief. The relationship usually prefers closeness. Interesting, Cancer. There's some kind of, there's a huge difference between whoever you're connecting to or whoever's in your energy. I'm getting like anxious to avoidant attachment style or something like that. Like you guys might love very differently. However, I feel like you have some kind of like loyalty to this person in some way. And to you, they might seem very aloof, but it's not really about aloofness. It's more so that they're just free. I don't know. Very specific message for Cancer. But you're also probably taking a look at your own personal freedom, which is pretty fitting for the current astrology, to be honest. Whoa. Yes, it is too late. I couldn't tell you face to face. I was careless with you. I'm sorry. I am different now. Show me more for Cancer. Oh. Stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. Wait, the timing is not quite right. Retreat, time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Show me more for Cancer. Just being near you is intoxicating. The timing just wasn't right for us. I left when I saw you with someone. Show me messages for Cancer. Guidance for Cancer, please. Okay. Got love, awe, and humility. And because that we read the other two already, we're going to read humility. Humility is the ability to accurately recognize your own accomplishments. It's often easier to say what humility isn't. It's not bragging, not doing things excessively, not seeking the spotlight, and not seeing yourself as more special or important than others. At the same time, humility isn't about blindly agreeing with others or being overly self-critical. Truly humble people have a healthy respect for themselves and a clear sense of who they are. They recognize their gaps in knowledge and imperfections. Most importantly, they feel content without needing to be the center of attention or constantly praised for their achievements. True humility involves honest self-assessment, understanding your limits, keeping your accomplishments in perspective, and forgetting the self. Herb is you. Use in spells to raise the dead. Saturn. YEWU. Interesting. Well, we are at the end. Thank you for everyone that joined in. If you just happened to catch the last bit, my name is Allie. I'm a tarot reader and intuitive coach. Probably the next time I go live, I'm probably going to do free questions. So stay tuned for that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my links if you're needing a personal reading or if you want to catch me on the other platforms. But until next time, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.